Hey there guys, Denny here. Welcome to my readings, my ramblings. Sorry, welcome to my ramblings. A little discombobulated here for a moment. So, I'm watching, I don't regularly watch news, but something popped up on the YouTube thing, one of the videos, and it was about a religious group that was recently raided here in Arizona for child molestation. They call it CSAM or whatever they call it. I don't care about what they call it because they don't want it talked about freely. Well, why would we hide talking about it freely? That's absurd. If we are trying to not talk about this freely with the real words that describe what's going on, we're making this so it's not as big of a deal. But that's not what my point is. My point is this. And I wrote this down. So, I'm going to read it to you and let you know exactly how this works. So, religion. I don't care what religion it is. I don't care, and I'm not talking all. I'm just saying, I don't care what religion it is. That's not what this is about. This is about you being able to open your eyes and see that certain religions have helped you, I, and the rest of the world support evil and the devil. And let me point out how. So, using fear and God by certain religions is how they get away with doing bad things to people. Anyone who truly walks with the Lord would never help cover bad behavior up. If any religion has protected abusers in their religion, they have protected the devil and evilness. They are not of God. They are wearing a mask to fool us into following the acceptance of the devil and evilness. Anybody, religious, I don't care how the fuck high up they are in religion, I do not care. I don't care how much people want to say that you know, well, they've been respected. If it comes out that somebody has physically or sexually abused, especially a child, and instead of pursuing the proper judgment, the proper punishment that should be given to these poor children who don't have a voice when they are that age, if they have protected these sick, demented abusers, they are telling you that they are not of God. They do not follow the man upstairs. Because anybody who follows the man upstairs would never think it's okay to protect evil. Because to hurt a child is pure freaking evilness. If you cannot see that as the devil's work, you are not walking with the Lord. It really is that freaking simple. Look at these cases. I'm tired of seeing this in our world. You see all this crap, and we want to downplay it by calling it something else because we might offend somebody by saying this. Bullshit. That's where the problem lies. We put easier words on it so it doesn't sound so drastic, and then that way it can continue and nobody's going to say anything. They are desensitizing us to evil. How can nobody see this? I'm sorry. You're a religion, you're a church, and you do not protect the ones that do not have a voice. You are of the devil and evil. You are not walking with the Lord. The Lord would never, never, never agree to you protecting such evilness. That goes against God. And this is why I don't believe in any particular religion, because they want to teach you to fear God. You should only fear God under one circumstance. if you're doing evil. If you are pure in heart and pure in soul, love yourself and find your true authentic self, your walk with the Lord is nothing but love and light. There's no fear. You don't have to be afraid. You literally hand it off to Him and let Him deal with it. But your churches and your religions will tell you straight up that you should fear God. No, they tell you that because you living in fear is the devil's playground. The only people that should be afraid of the Lord are the evildoers. The ones that are wearing a mask pretending that they care about their congregation and their religion and they're so high up with God. If you were so high up with the man upstairs, if you were so high up with God, you would never, ever protect somebody who physically or sexually abused a child. And I'm not using the simple sugar-coated terms that we are currently using, which is bullshit. It's another way for evil to turn around and tell us that we should accept it. Because when we make those words down to CSAM, whatever they call it, they're saying, see, we can't really tell you what it is because it's offensive. So we're going to sugarcoat it because that's what? That's going to keep us compliant. Can you not see this? Come on, people. Literally, anybody who has protected somebody who has harmed a child who has no voice and has not protected them, they are of the devil, not of God. I challenge any religious leader to come have a conversation with me about it. Because the honest to God truth is, I'm sick and tired of seeing all this in the news. Why is child sex trafficking even a conversation? How sick and demented is it that we have to have these damn conversations? And I'm blaming it on our religious leaders because they have not protected the children, and God will get you for it. You should be afraid, not the rest of us. I'm sick and tired of this. Let's stand up and say we're done with these religions thinking that they can control us, and they preach to you about tithes. I get the point of tithes, so then you can support the church and the church can grow. I get this. But do you get that you are giving money? Not all religions, but you are giving money to a religion that literally does not care about its children. Because they would not hide the abuse. They would go full on persecuting it to the fullest extent of the law of the land. Do they? No, because it'll make them look bad and they can't keep their followers and keep the money coming in. Follow the money when you find these evildoers, and you will open the world up. It literally is that damn simple. These people are not of God. They are wearing a mask. They are literally of the devil. And sugarcoating these damn words is only dragging more shit into this. Let's just look at the last freaking 4 years. We literally had words that we weren't supposed to say because it was offensive. I'm sorry. When did the polite police come in and say, oh, well, you can't say these words because it offends these people? What about the people that say these words? So they're allowed to be offended, but those other people aren't? Can you hear how ignorant that is? So if you are a leader of a church and you have not persecuted all of these child abusers, you are evil. You are not of God. You do not walk with that man upstairs. You walk with the devil here on earth. Tell me I'm wrong. I'd love to sit with you and have a conversation about it. Tell me I'm wrong, because I know that I'm not. I'm tired of everybody sugarcoating words and putting things down to where, oh, well, we won't tell it what it really is. Let's sugarcoat it and we'll call it this because it's more polite. We could get, and here is the biggest problem. The biggest problem. You say these words, and guess what? All of a sudden, your video gets taken off. People complain. You get demonetized, which I'm not monetized at all, so I really don't give a fuck. And this video, I will keep putting out on everything. Because the truth is, the world needs to see that if there is any leaders in a church that has not persecuted by the law of the land abusers of children, physical or sexual, they are of the devil, not of the man upstairs. No way a loving God would allow somebody to preach to the freaking masses on how to get to heaven while they're covering up such disgust and evilness that is of the devil. So, I look forward to some of the debates. Anyways, I'll get off my soapbox. It's just something that's bothered me for decades. I absolutely hate this stuff. But I want the world to look at this in reality. Come on, people. God is love. The only time you should ever fear the man upstairs is when you're doing evil. If you are not doing evil, you have nothing to fear with him. He is love and light. Anything that is not love and light is of the devil. Fear is of the devil. Go towards the love and the light. I'm telling you. It's a whole different world over here. Anyways, love you guys. Have a nice day.